Yes, you are. All right, you guys. So today I wanted to have a conversation with you guys. Quick conversation, because I got some other things I'm supposed to be doing right now. But I wanted to talk to you guys about who are the Ars Goetia really, okay? Because there's this idea like the Ars Goetia are just these Hebraic spirits that Solomon found or some shit. And that's not it at all. And for those of you guys who've really worked with the spirits or who really done like some real deep diving and whatnot, y'all all know like a lot of these spirits aren't just some random Hebrew spirits or some shit. Those goddamn Jewish motherfuckers, they stole a lot of shit, man. Okay. Shit. They stole a lot of shit. And by the time I'm finished with this, live on today, I feel like a lot of people are going to understand what I mean when I say that those Jewish motherfuckers stole a lot of shit, bitch. Like shit, okay? Because the Goetia are not some Hebraic deities. They've taken deities and they changed their names. And as they change their names, they start to give different meanings and things. But like they'll give you one or two little meanings. They'll give you one or two meanings of what the spirit can really actually do. Like let's take Sabnok for instance. Sabnok does way more than just protection. But in the book Ars Goetia, they're going to say that Sabnok he only does protection. But Sabnok was a different deity and has a completely different name. And what it all comes down to is that a lot when you look at places in the world where people have taken a lot of knowledge from, one of the main places people have taken their knowledge from is Egypt. Okay, Egypt, because they had the table of knowledge where all could come and partake and go off into the world. And that's what a lot of people did. The Greeks stole their deities from the Egyptians. The Babylonians stole their deities from the Egyptians. Okay, the Americans stole their deity from the Egyptian. Everybody has taken from the Egyptians. So if you really want to get into like these spirits and go deeper with them, then the best place for you to kind of look would start with somewhere like Egypt. Okay, I'll give you an example real quick. And this one's kind of known. A lot of people know this right here. It's not like a secret. But, if you look at a Mammon in the Ars Goetia, a Mammon would be Mammon, okay, in the Grimoire Verum would be Mammon. So when you see a Mammon in the Goetia, we know that it's really Mammon, okay, the powerful god of money, right? But Mammon is really Amun, okay? So Amun is, Mammon is Amun, the same way that Mammon is Mammon. You see what I mean? You see how you can see the names here. The names are very similar. They have these similarities in them where you can kind of find the trace. Or let's talk about Sabnok. Sabnok is Sobek. Sobek, the crocodile-headed god. So I have a statue of him right over here. Sobek. See if I can get it to focus. Okay, y'all know the crocodile-headed god. That's who. This is who Sabnok would be. So if you're looking when you're looking into it like this right here, you'll start to see that there's a lot of ways you can be able to find who these deities are. Or I'll give you guys another easy one. No one has said this one yet, though. I don't know if I should reveal this one yet, or if I should keep this one to myself. I'm gonna reveal it. I'm gonna reveal it. Another one that a lot of people don't know about is I'm gonna reveal when I go live on Instagram. Hold on real quick. Let me just go live on my IG real fast. And you guys hit that like, that follow, that share button. As you guys hit the like, follow, the share button, we're continue on dropping some jewels today. I need to go live on this Instagram too. But you guys hit that like, that follow, share the live. As you guys do that, we'll continue on. Let's go ahead and go live on the IG. I was going in today at the gym. Yeah, I was on my toes and shit. I was going in today at the gym. Ooh, Shaman. Let's get it, boy. All right, let's see now. Live. Let's see. What tile it? Same tile as this. Who the Voila. Copy that. Paste. What's up, Windy City? Okay, I see. I knew it. That's exactly why I copied it, because Instagram be on that fuck shit, you bitch. Let me do it again. Instagram always on that fuck shit. All right, bow, post, and post. Here we go. Okay, you guys. But like I was saying, so let's recap real quick now that I just hopped over here on Instagram. So right now, what we're talking about, for those of you guys who's just now hopping on the Instagram, we're talking about who the Goetia, the Ars Goetia, these Goetic, quote unquote Goetic deities, who they really are, because a lot of people are thinking that these Goetic deities are really Goetic deities, and they're not. These are shadows of actual deities. That's what a Goetic deity is a shadow of another deity. Like for instance, how they say that, let's say like the spirit, like Ra, let's take Ra for instance, right? How they say that Ra is a shadow of the true light. You know what I'm saying? It's not even the full being. You can't get that full being into it. When it comes to the Ars Goetia, it's the same thing. So if you're having trouble with connecting with the Goetia or getting them to do certain things, it could be because you're using it as a Goetic energy instead of using it as its original form. Now, who are the originals? Okay, let's go ahead and just dive straight into it. Who are the originals? When we look at who these Goetic deities would be, they're Egyptian deities. They're the Egyptian pantheon. Okay, when we look at Ashtaroth is Isis, Ishtar. When we look at Bel is Osiris. When we look at Sabnak is Sobek. When we look at Asmodeus is Anubis. Okay, so you see how all these deities are Egyptian deities. Okay, they all come from the Egyptian pantheon, all of them, no matter which one you're looking at. Okay, and the more that you start to dive in, you'll see that these deities, they do a lot more. There's nothing new under the sun. So the same way that in ancient time, the Egyptians were doing magic with these deities, the same way that it went a little further to the Babylonians doing magic with these deities, the same way that we in America, Mexico, wherever the fuck you're at in the world are doing magic with these same deities, maybe with a different name, but it's the same deities. The same exact way, like when we look into the Catholic Church, right? And when the Afro-Americans and the Afro-Latinas would have to use their saints, but they would name their saints, they would pray to their God, but they would match it with certain saints. It was a different name. They called it Saint Benedictodog, you know what I'm saying? I don't know any saints, but Saint Benedictodog, but Saint Benedictodog was really Elegua, you know what I'm saying? So that's exactly how they did it with the Ars Goetia. Let's look a little deeper into it. So when we have a Mammon, right? A Mammon in the Ars Goetia, you're going to see a Mammon in the Ars Goetia, but you'll never see the word or the name Mammon. Mammon's one of I use Mammon in my $6,000 money spells. Okay, so people pay me $6,000 to get this money spell right here. The only way I'm able to do that is because Mammon is a very powerful spirit of money. He just is. He's a very, very powerful spirit of money. But when we get deeper into it, who is Mammon then? Mammon is actually Amun. So when you or amen, okay, for all my Americans out here, amen. That's who he is, amen. Okay. Matter of fact, I got a statue of him, but I don't need to show you guys a statue. But so that's who Mammon is Amun, where we get Amun Ra, when they combine the two together, because of how powerful Amun was and how powerful Ra is, So it's like they're switching deities. Guess who Ra is? Can anybody in the live tell me who Ra is? Does anybody have a wild guess who Ra could be? Who's this sun? Who's this light being Ra? Who could he possibly be? Can anybody tell me? Anybody have an idea who that might be? Because when you guys figure out who Ra is, it's going to help you guys in a whole nother light. You're going to see a few things differently. Okay, anybody in here know? Does anybody know who Ra is? Who is Ra? Okay, remember, like we just said, in the Ars Goetia, they're changing names. Okay, the Jewish are taking shit and they're changing names. Okay, so who is the light bearer? We got Shauna in here. We got over here saying Lucifer, Lucy. It is Lucy. Now, someone in here said Jesus, but guess what? Jesus would be Horus. Okay, Jesus would be Horus in the Egyptian pantheon. Because we will look at the Father, Osiris, the Holy Spirit, or the Mother, which would be Isis, and then they had a son together because Set, or what Satan, came against Osiris, God, and so Osiris had to use his one and only son, who was what? A Horus, you know what I mean? So all throughout, they're stealing all the shit, okay, from Egypt. They're taking everything, you know what I mean? Not leaving a single fucking crumb in this bitch, all right? So when we look at Ra, Ra would be Lucifer. Now, when we look at that right there, why do they want you to hate Lucifer so much? Because this is what they did when they were trying to make their forms of control, and when they wanted to control people with their fake religion. Okay, I'm not even gonna call it fake religion. I'm gonna be respectful because my aunt. So I'm just gonna say when they were inspired by the Egyptians to create what they created. Okay, when they took the inspiration from there, I'll put it like that. But when you look at it, that's why they try and demonize Ra, okay? Because these people are over here. These people are the followers of Set. They're going straight to Saturn, okay? When we look at any of this shit, they're going straight to Saturn. So, they use this dead sun, I guess is a good way to put it, this dead sun, and they call it Yah, right? They call it Yah, and they took Lucifer and said that, oh, Lucifer, was a challenge in this, so that's why he was defeated and cast out. When you really look at the shit that the story that they told and everything to try and hide Ra, to try and hide the whole entire pantheon, so that way they could be in control over you, it's witchcraft. Oh, it's such a crazy witchcraft, you guys, that they use on people to try and make you forget about Ra and Osiris and Isis, and how they don't want you to remember, because once you can finally put two and two together, oh, the doors are open, because now you're not trapped in darkness. You see, you can't follow the Egyptian pantheon and think that you're going to walk in darkness. Oh, no, you have to have a balance here. Because of Ma'at. Ma'at, she gives us 42 laws of Ma'at. You know what those laws are talking about? The laws of Ma'at say things like this. I have not stolen. I have not cheated. I am a trustworthy person. I have not slept with my, what's it called? My friend's wife. For women, I have not slept with my friend's husband. They go down all this whole list of what I have not. Because in the Egyptian pantheon, it's believed this: if your heart is weighed of sin, okay, now here's what, and it's called sin in the Egyptian shit. So then how the hell, if these people ain't stealing from them, do they get sin over it? See what I'm saying? This is why when you look at, for a lot of people, especially people of the African descent or bloodline, the stories of the religions would you would feel something towards it. Even though you recognize a lot of the shit is bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But you would feel something towards it because they're taking from the original, okay? They're taking from this original. And so, when you start to learn the real Egyptian paths, then you start to realize that there's certain things that I'm supposed to do, certain things I should not do. Like when it talks about in the laws of Ma'at, I give good offerings. So, and in other words, when I'm doing my ritual with Lucifer, when I'm doing my ritual with Baal, or when I'm doing a ritual, and I'm saying, okay, I want them to bring me $30,000. What am I giving them in return? These spirits in return. What am I doing for these spirits in return? Am I saying what's the I'll prick my finger one time and put a little blood on sigil. You know what I mean? That's it. It really teaches you to do your very best. It really teaches you to work your hardest, but to be a trustworthy person, to be a good doer as well. Not for you to be a pushover, a bitch, or a simp, but for you to actually do things that will edify your soul. Because a lot of people get in the left-hand path and they think that when they get on this left-hand path, that means that I am now a demon. And that's not it at all. We're working with gods. We're here working with God. So you have to, if I want to run with gods, guess what I have to make myself to be? A god. A god. And see, there's this dark magician fucking bullshit that was started by a bunch of fucking white folks that was goddamn didn't understand the shit they damn self. They got a bunch of motherfuckers out here thinking that they just dark, okay? That they just are the darkness or something like that. And it's like this: when you get beyond that reach of the sun into true darkness, don't shit give a fuck about you as a human being or as the light being that you are. Okay, the same way as in Kung Fu, we have to learn every technique because we want to be able to fight well. But you have to realize something. You just trying to be I'm just a dark person and I'm going to be hurting people and doing as much wrong as I can because I am all powerful. Let me say something. Ma'at or karma. Some of y'all know Ma'at as karma, but Ma'at, she's going to make it rain down on you for your wickedness. We let these white magicians come through who don't have this soul connection that people of color, the Afrocentric people, they did. And that's just what it is. I'm sorry, but if you look at text, you can see Aleister Crowley in them. Top of the smoke, apparently. Aleister Crowley and them. You look at these people who are pushing more so the darkness, the Necronomicons and things like this, where they're just saying like I'll hear some of these magicians even to this very day. They'll be like, yeah, I've been working with Lilith, and I had a dream that I got swallowed by a 7-foot snake, and it ripped me into 9 pieces. And then I woke up and I knew that Lilith is initiating me into the 9th gates of hell. Bitch, what the fuck? Okay, first off and foremost, bro, if I have a dream with Lilith is ripping me into pieces, evidently Lilith ain't fucking with me, okay? If I'm having a dream of any deity and the deity is harming me, I'm not working well with that deity, my friend. I think that you guys got some shit fucked up, okay? Real fucking shit, man. There's these people out here that are thinking that darkness is the key because they're so pissed off at how people abuse Ra. They're so pissed off at how people have abused the true light and how they've made it seem like love and light, peace and sperry fairies, and I like mochachinos, and the person did wrong by me, so I just said I'm gonna pray for you. So they view light as something weak. You know what I mean? But that's not it at all. Let me tell you something real quick. I can destroy a person. I can utterly destroy a person's life, reputation, physical health. I know I've made enough covenants and contracts, and I know enough knowledge. I can destroy a person. But let me tell you something quick. You know how many people I've destroyed? It's like this. You get, just because you realize that you have the power doesn't mean that's what you're supposed to walk in. Because the same way that I can destroy somebody, I too can be destroyed. I too can be destroyed. So we have to move and we have to have this energy of, that's why we walk in love. That's why we walk in light. Guess what? If you try and snuff out my light, though, I will break you a new one. I will knock you the fuck out. That's physically and spiritually, okay? Straight up. You know what I'm saying? But my goal isn't to seek these things. My goal is to seek another direction. How can I seek another direction? Because the people that you're that are going to try and push you are really the people who need your help. You know, a lot of the people that will try and bring hatred to you, you know, they're bringing hatred towards you because really they need your help. They might envy, you know, the fact that you have this knowledge. And also one thing is that the universe will bring people around you that need to be able to see it. But if the first thing that you're doing as a magician is I'm going to just destroy, you know, I think I'm fucking Kali or some shit in this bitch. You know what I mean? If all the thing you're trying to do is destroy, you're not going to be able to really grow yourself. Whatever you focus on is what you get. So if you in exchange, let's say that, you know, you're working with dark aspects of Lilith. If you in exchange start to work with Isis, with Hathor, you know, with some of this other same spirit, but just in a lighter manner, you know, where you're being pushed to say, okay, I have to do the right thing. Because as a pantheon, these spirits are pushing me to do such. I'm not going to cheat others. I'm not going to steal. I'm not going to sleep with these people that I know. Even though she's bad, even though, oh my God, she's so sexy, she's taken. You know, there's so many other women out here, that I could fuck with. So I can't fuck with her. Making that one singular choice will change so much in your life. Because you know he's married. Because you know that he has a family. So instead of you deciding to sleep with him, you say, I'm going to reject it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to choose a different path. You doing these things, as cheesy as it may sound, but what about do what thy will? Do what thy will is true. You can do whatever you want to do. This is a fact. But every action, motherfucker, has a reaction, motherfucker. So if you are focused on I'm going to do the right thing, guess what you're going to produce in your life? What you're going to get more of in your life? The right thing happening to you, the right people coming around you, the good people are, now you have real friends that aren't trying to stab you in the back. Now you have real friends that you can trust. Now you have a real relationship, a healthy relationship that you can trust your person's not going to cheat on you because you've entered into this realm. You decide to put the other shit aside so that way you can enter into a new realm. And this new realm, from making the right choices, will be so much more bountiful, so much more abundant, so much more protection, so much more wealth. You know, things that you thought you wouldn't be able to have, you'll be able to have. Things that you thought wouldn't come through for you will start to come through for you because you decide to adjust yourself. You know, and people can sit here and magicians can sit here and say, oh, okay, we're surrounded, shaman. Nothing really matters. Blasey, blasey, blasey. Yeah, say all that shit if you want to. But I go off of one thing. I am a master at the mind. I can manifest at will. At will. Oh, I'm so confident my manifestation abilities. I can manifest at will. What do I want? It's kind of scary to me sometimes. You know what happened? I remember one time there was a female who, and I'll be honest with you guys. I remember over the weekend there was a female who hit me up, And this female who hit me up was somebody that I knew if I were to fuck with them, then my girl now would be very upset. Very, very, very upset. But this person was wanting me to come to Atlanta and see them and do this and to do that and to do all these type of things. And I told this person, I said, look, just out. I said, I'm not able to go to Atlanta. I'm not going to be able to go. And I was lying. You know what I'm saying? I was lying completely about it or whatnot. But I told him that, and then I blocked them. You know what I mean? And when I told this person that shit or whatnot, you know, I instantly felt a sense of goodness about myself. And my weekend was just awesome. Just a great, great, great weekend. But afterwards, that weekend when I was supposed to go to Atlanta, I couldn't go. It's like I really couldn't go. Something literally did stop everything or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, you know what I'm saying? And then when I thought back on it, I was like, wow, I did say that I wasn't going to be able to go. I'm not going to be able to get to Atlanta. I can't do it, and I can't talk to you no more. I really said it, and when I said it, it happened. And I remember that kind of scared me because it's like I can say things and they will happen at will, at will, at will. And it's like the more that you start to really tap into these energies and these entities, they're going to teach you these things. And the more that you will push yourself into a place of light, because it's like this, when you do the right thing comes to you. Whatever you give out is what you're going to get. I don't know why that's hard for some people. I don't know why that's deep for others, but it's a very true thing. Whatever energy that you give out, you're going to get in return. So, you know, I really just want to hop on here and talk to you guys about that real quick and let you guys know, you know, and even talk about how you can look into the Goetia and you can start to find, you know, these different deities. You know, I remember when Anubis over here first revealed to me that he was Asmodeus. I remember that blew my fucking mind because I was like, it made sense. So it was like when he told me that I was like, you know. But, you know, because at first how I found out was I was talking to Osiris and I was like, Osiris, are you Bel? Because I knew that Bel and Astaroth were like this. You know what I mean? I knew that they were lovers. And so when I saw that Astaroth was Isis, I was like, does that mean that Bel is Osiris? You know, so if you literally can go through some of these deities, you guys can find a lot of what's going on is that these are just deities taken out of the Egyptian pantheon. And the cool thing about that is that there are 72 of these. There's like 220 something of the Egyptian pantheon. So if you want more spirits to connect with, more energies you can work with, I definitely suggest you guys start diving into Egypt. Also, one thing that will power you, superpower, give you way more power, and even just working with the Ars Goetia, listening to the Book of the Dead. Listening to it, going to sleep with it on, just letting it play at night, just having it on while you're working out. Maybe you're doing your 11,000 steps in a day, just having it on playing, but listening to the Book of the Dead. You can go on YouTube, just type in Book of the Dead audiobook, and there'll be an audiobook of the Book of the Dead. You can just listen to it. Listening to the Book of the Dead will charge you. Hear me out. Just hear me out. First off, you'll find that there's a lot of new spirits that you can call Banu. You know, there's a lot of new spirits you'll be able to find in there as well. Okay. But just sit back and just listen to the Book of the Dead. As you listen to what's up, Sarah? As you listen to the Book of the Dead and you start to do your magic, watch how much more power your working start to have. You know, give it. I just suggest you guys just do it 36 days of just listening to the Book of the Dead straight. You can just play it as you go to sleep, so it's not even hard. You know what I mean? Just let it play while you're going to sleep. Fall asleep with it playing in the background. Leave it on the TV. Okay, or on YouTube, you know what I mean? But play it and watch how fast, how much stronger your magic is. Watch how things start to change for you as you follow that. One other thing that I would suggest you guys do is to start to really dive in, if you want to, is to start to really dive into like the 42 laws of Ma'at. really starting to dive into that, saying that over yourself, it's a cleansing. Like, let me tell you what this basically is an equivalence to. When you say the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram, it's the same exact shit. So when they made these negative confessions, is what they call it in the Book of the Dead, the negative confessions. When you're saying the negative confessions, this is an incantation to cleanse you, to make you white as snow. So remember, like I said, where the Egyptians first talked about it was weighing of the heart, where there was a weighing of the heart. If your heart weighed more than one of Isis's feathers, then you would be consumed and your spirit would be destroyed. You cannot reincarnate. You're not coming back. You're not going to be sitting here and tortured and all this other type of bullshit. No, there is no such thing as hell. Okay. What's going to happen is that your spirit is going to be destroyed and you're not coming back. You cannot reincarnate. Okay. So this is what was said from the Egyptians. And the way that you could get around this right here was through this incantation to cleanse yourself. So now, if this incantation is the incantation that will wipe you clean as snow, that will take away the hexes, the curses, the shit that you did, the things that you aligned yourself with, the negative contracts, the negative entities, if this incantation can remove all that from you and give you a clean slate, why wouldn't you want to use it? If you're going to sit here and draw pinnacles in the air and say Ata, Malkut, and do all this right here, why wouldn't you do the negative confessions? One of the most powerful occult groups there is the Golden Dawn. What magic do you think the Golden Dawn is using? The Golden Dawn has taken this from, guess what? What do you think the Dawn is? They've taken it from Ra. This is all from Egypt. I'm giving you guys the parent company, basically. That's what I'm trying to explain. I'm giving you guys the parent company. Here's Daddy, okay? This is Dada, all right? You want to get more powerful, you need to go to Dada. You've been dealing with it with the children as of right now. Lilith, Bel, Citri. You've been dealing with the children right now. It's time to go to the next level. It was fun living the life that you lived for a while, but guess what? You're not happy for a reason. It's time that you switch the things up that you are doing. As you begin to switch up what you're doing, you're going to find that your life is going to switch up for you. But you got to make a change. You got to do things differently. And as you try these type of and doing things differently doesn't mean that you stop or learn a new magic or have to do a new magic. It's just saying that, listening to this right here and following some of these incantations and doing these things right here, starting to connect with some of that more parent energy, it's just going to advance you. Now, you don't have to listen to me, okay? You don't have to do these things. You can keep doing exactly what you're doing if that's what you're desiring. But for a select few, or for a collective of 36ers, this is the path I feel is very right. And if I've helped you in the past before by telling you certain spirits, by guiding you on certain ways, by giving you certain information, then I guarantee you this right here is your next level. This right here is the door you've been waiting on. This right here is the key to what's going to unlock the blockages that you've been having. Following this right here is going to open that doorway, okay? Because I've been patiently waiting for when should I talk about this. I don't know when the best time is to talk about this, and they haven't told me. And then today they told me I need to talk to you guys about it. So there's some other people who need to hear this as well. And this is going to help to project you further, but you just have to do the workings. We have someone on YouTube says 42 laws of Ma'at. Is this the incantation that we should be saying daily? Yeah. So yeah, you can say the 42 laws of Ma'at daily. It's also, we have the negative confessions. They're pretty much the same damn thing. Okay. But you find in the Book of the Dead, you're going to find, it's going to be called the negative confessions, which is just basically saying, I have not, blasey blasey. I have not. It's affirmations. It's literally affirmations, guys. You know what I mean? So us practicing these affirmations on a daily basis. Do y'all understand what type of work? Like, for instance, I'm very big on gym shit now. I go to the gym every day. You know, I pride myself in being able to say that I will beat your ass. Okay, I'm boxing every single day. You know, I pride myself in that right here. Okay, you know, but as well, I meditate every day. People want to know how do you get so strong? How do you get so spiritually strong? You have to meditate every day. That's your gym. You know, that's your workout. You know, the way that I'm losing weight, I told a guy today that about the weight loss I had and how I lost over 40-something pounds in like a month and a half. And he's like, fuck, how the hell did you do that shit? You know, and I'm telling him, like, it's just dedication and you being consistent with it. You know, that consistency is the key. And it's the same way in this meditation shit. If you can just be consistently doing this right here, you're going to get the results. There's nothing else that can stop you. There's nothing else that can block you. It's just how the universe works. It's how the laws of this universe work. All you have to do is follow the keys and do the work, and you get the result. So, you know, saying these affirmations, when you're saying the 42 laws of Ma'at, and then let's say that at night you start saying, I am wealthy and I have this much money in my bank account. Guess what's going to happen? That much money is going to appear in your bank account because you're so used to doing the affirmations, you become stronger. Now you're just thinking things and they're happening for you because you're doing the work. You're doing the work. And then when you're aligning yourself with this is the way of the sun. This is the light. This is the light. And we all love us some good darkness or whatnot. We all love us some good darkness. Guess what? We all love the light too, inherently. You know, we all do. Okay. It's something about seeing good versus evil. And just that, you know, even in stories around the world, it's something that's just really enjoyable about hearing that story of good conquering the evil. You know, you hear about somebody who was raping and molesting and doing all these terrible things to people. And then you hear they got arrested and you're like, that's good. They need to be, you know, you hear they got the death penalty. Yeah, that's good. They need something bad needs to happen to those people. They need justice. Something about us, we like justice, you know, something about us as people. It's just inherently in our DNA to see that we like those things. When you align yourself with the way of the sun, you're going to find that you're walking in true righteousness. True righteousness. You know, it's kind of hard to even say that word righteousness because it sounds so religious because the religious people have stolen this from us. But you know what righteousness is right ruling or right living, doing the right thing. Okay. What it would be the right hand path. You know, without happening to use religion, without happening to use a Jesus, without happening to use Allah, you know what I'm saying? Without happening to use any of it, but getting the rewards of it. Like, you know, for some of you guys might not understand, but you know, when for someone like myself, who I go hard on what I do. So there were certain benefits that you receive in the right-hand path. There's certain benefits you receive in the left-hand path, you know? And I found that I like a lot of the benefits you get on that right-hand path. Just as a male, just as who I am. And you know, when you're an occultist and you're not fucking with no religions, it's kind of hard to be on the right hand path when most of what you see in the right hand path is fucking religion. You know what I'm saying? But hearing this Egypt shit, it's just making shit so much more clear, boy. It's making a lot of things clear. You know what I mean? Because it's like we want to do the right things. You know what I'm saying? We as people, we want to do the right thing. I don't know. I do know people like that, but I don't hang out with them. But you know, people who literally are like, I want to do wrong. You know what I mean? Oh, I want to fuck his wife. You know, just because he's in love with her. That's fucking evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to break up a happy thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know women who do that type of shit. Men do that type of shit as well. I don't know if y'all know this, but men do that type of shit as well. You know, and it's like there's a lot of evil shit that goes on in the world. And I feel like, you know, if you choose to take the path of evil, which you're fine, in the way of thinking that there is no right, there is no wrong. I can do whatever I want to do. Even though that is the truth, that's the truth. I'm not here to tell you that's not that's not the truth. That is the truth. You know, you can do whatever you want to do. You just have to realize that everything you do has a reaction. When I go to the gym, because I've been going to the gym every day and working out every single day and doing all this shit every single day and changing how I eat every single day, because I've been doing these things, my body is changing. I'm gaining more muscle. I'm losing more weight. You know, that's it. Okay. The reaction of me doing the weightlifting is the muscle. You know, so the reaction of you doing, let's say, constantly going out to the club, drinking all the time, smoking all the time, is that you run through your dopamine so much that now you feel depressed. Now, you know, the things that should make you happy don't make you happy anymore. You know, now you done fucked through so many people and ran through so many damn people that now you have so many fucking trust issues, you can't find love. You know, you can't find love for shit. You got so many trusts. You're so fucking immature. You so not immature. I mean, insecure. And it's one of those herbs. Okay, so damn insecure in this bitch. You know what I mean? Because of everything that you've been through. You know, and it's like there's another path. You don't have to. Those actions are what got you that. So if you can switch your actions to do some things differently that will more so edify the soul, then you'll be able to have completely different reaction. You know, one good thing about you know, choosing to abstain from certain things for certain time periods, is that you get to enjoy it so much more. When I went to Chicago, I was abstaining from my boxing. When I got back here, and I went to the gym today, I finished my hour workout with my coach, and he's over here pushing me and shit. We went hard today or whatnot. We were doing everything to failure. So we're going hard or whatnot. But guess what? As soon as I went upstairs and I saw that boxing gym, oh my God, it felt so good because I had absence from it. You know, but when I finally got to it, it felt so good. You know, so in some situations, you know, abstinence is a good thing where we see that we can use in these like laws of Ma'at, you know, where we can take some time and not have to just always indulge in sex, indulge in relationships, indulge in substances, indulge in so many of these things just because we can. You know, so it's like, yeah, you know, one thing that I find will really, really, really help is first off fasting, because when you're on this left-hand path, you're going to catch some demons. Okay. Straight up. You're going to catch some demons, and you're going to find that either you're going to be gaining a lot of weight. You're going to be an alcoholic. You're going to be a fucking coke head. You're going to find that there's some type of substance or sexual thing or or something that's going to kind of have a grip on you. You know, when you're really on this left-hand path, you're working with a whole bunch of familiar spirits and shit like that. You know, when you're first coming into this, working with like Ma'at and trying to do these things differently, I know is that fasting is a very powerful way to remove negative spirits. The reasoning why is because, you know, spirits are like this. They're possess your body and they're enter inside of you because they're able to feed. So, like anything in life, if you're not feeding them certain things, then they're going to leave. You want to make your sex spirits leave, abstain from sex and abstain from pornography. Even soft porn. Okay, you'll find that your incubus and your succubus will start to leave you. You won't be such a horny person. You won't feel like you have to fuck all the time. And that's just from you just fasting from just that right there. No, you don't have to fast from food and everything else like that. Just from that solely alone, okay, you'll be able to get rid of it. I had a spirit that was on me that was I could not stop eating. It's like my weight just went up so fucking high, you know, so I had to do a water fast. And during the while, it was so difficult. And in the beginning, the first day felt like hell. I felt so terrible. But by the second day, I was jogging. I was doing my push-ups and everything. No food, just water. And then by that third day, I still felt strong and powerful. I felt this completely different where like I didn't need food. And I still feel that way to this very day. You know what I mean? Because I had that gluttonous spirit that jumped my weight from 205 all the way up to 285, trying to get me up to 290. I had that spirit was locked on me, so I had to do that fast to get that motherfucker off me. Then once I got that bitch up off me, I was like, oh, now we hit the ground rolling. So let's get it. Let's keep it moving. You know what I mean? And it's the same way for some of you guys. Someone says, how can I stop watching porn? It's very addictive. Well, you know, first off, you have to first look at yourself and you got to ask yourself this right here. You know, why am I doing it? And here's what I mean by that right there. I mean, like, why am I removing this? You know, is my porn addiction doing something good for me or is it hurting me? You know, is it that I'm watching so much porn that now I can't really enjoy sex because I fucking fried my fucking brain? You know what I mean? I fucking fried my cortex here. You know, I've seen everything. I've seen wet, tight. I've seen big, large, small. I've seen every color. I've seen everything. So now I find it difficult in having intimacy with a person because I'm going off of everything that I've seen that's fried my brain. You know what I mean? You're like, if it's coming down to something like that, then I would say that, okay, well, then you would have to find a way to abstain from it. Then I would do it like this. If it was me, how I would do it, there's tons and tons of apps that you can pay that will, it's like $15 a month, and they will block out anything sensitive on your phone. You just won't be able to do it. You know, you try and go to a porn site and it just won't let you do it. You know what I mean? That simple. And then I would substitute my porn watching for masturbation. As soon as I felt horny, I would just go masturbate. You know what I mean? But I would masturbate towards the thoughts in my mind. And so what I would do first is I would start to see something that I found very attractive. And I would first start to get that very clearly. And then was me doing that right there, that type of person or that type of sex would actually come into my life. And then I could experience the sex because it's not pornography. I could actually now experience the sex. But guess what? Now that I know that because I'm just masturbating and I'm envisioning the type of person I like, what about if I start envisioning money and I do the masturbation that I do? So, you know, you don't want to reject your power for sexual energy. You want to use it to your advantage. You know what I mean? But at the same exact time, you don't want to let something else like a demon, a succubus, or an incubus use it to your disadvantage. damage. You know what I mean? To where you're now going through lack because you're obsessing over this right here, or you're watching so much of something that you don't need to be watching because it's not you. You know, you might find that some pornography shit that is not who you are. You know, this is just not me, okay, at all or whatnot. But yet I seem to be enjoying this the most, watching this and jerking off to this type of pornography the most, even though I don't even agree with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even with this type of shit or whatnot, because that's a spirit in you. That's not you, but it's something else. So that fasting, that abstinence is what will do the job for you. Okay, we had another person over here that said, by the way, I do some crazy artwork. Mind if I share it with you? Oh yeah, you can definitely share. Hit me up or whatnot on the IG or anything like that. Brother's mastering creativity and mastering love and mastering money all at the same time. Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? It's like once we get them all down, it's easy after a while. Let's see over here on Instagram. We got facts. You have what? The facts. You have to incubate. I've been incubating for the past 2 months, just learning and meditating every day. This is a fact, fam. It's a fact. Every action has a reaction. Yeah, exactly. Every action has its reaction. This is why you have to take that time. But you know, the thing that I've been learning now is that you have to work on body, mind, and spirit. Okay, so how do we work on our body? Okay, we all know that we can just work out. So something as simple in a day as doing push-ups. You don't like doing push-ups? Just get on your knees and just do push-ups. Or with yourself on your knees doing push-ups. It's easy, it's light, it's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? But it'll still get that blood flowing in your body, and your goal is to just do 100 a day. You know what I mean? Then you want to have, you know, as you can go further from that, go for a walk. You know what I'm saying? Going for a walk is what's going to help your mind. Okay, so walks are how we talk to our mind and help our mind. No music, none of that. Just go to your local park, go out in nature, but you want to just walk around. Just walk a mile. If you enjoy it, then walk 3 miles. You know, and just walk. No music, and your mind will start to think. And if you have troubles on your mind, you start to get solutions. And as you start to sweat and you start to think more, the solutions and answers will start to come to you, because now you're helping your mind. And then you'll find that your stress levels start to just go down. They begin to just decrease. And then you'll find that at night, your insomnia will start to go away. All of a sudden, now you're able to sleep at night. You know, because you start to work on the mind. And then with the spirit is when we do our meditations, we close our eyes, visualize, everything like that. You know, that's how we work on our spirit, you know. But doing these 3 things all together, yeah, this shit will hype you up. You'll start seeing manifestations fucking left and right. You're like, damn. Like I've been saying that I wanted to stop doing a lot of the spell workings I do for people and just really do them for myself and do music. And I was like, but I need paying clients. And I got my first paying client for music. Well, not my first. I've used to do music for a living. I stopped. But coming back to music, I got my first paying client. They paid me like around almost like $1,000 to just sing a song. That's all they want me to do. All I have to do is they wrote the song. I don't even have to write that bitch. They wrote the song. They sent me the beat and everything. All I have to do is just sing what they wrote, and they paid me like nearly $1,000 for the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I mean? So it's like when you start to really push yourself, you'll be able to manifest exactly what it is that you're wanting to do, and it'll come through for you in a mighty way. But it's about getting down that mind, body, spirit. Okay, mind, body, spirit. You know. And ways to master that right there. The Egyptians knew how. You know, the Egyptians knew how. There's no way around that shit. I don't know anybody whatnot who hasn't seen it with the Egyptians, but the Egyptians, they knew a lot. Okay, look at the pyramids. Let's just put it like that. All right, we don't know how to do that, build that shit to this very day. So you know, the Egyptians. There's a lot of things you can find there. There's a lot of knowledge you can find there that can really change your life. Yeah, but y'all, this might be light work to you guys, but Anubis being Asmodeus blew my fucking mind. Blew my fucking mind, bro. Like it made so much sense though. After it made so much sense, but like I don't know, man. It's like when he first told me that shit, I said, "Wow, wow." You know what I mean? Like that really blew my mind. Someone says, "Is there anything to sort? Is anything to sort of stop writer's block that you know of?" Yeah, smoking weed. I'm writing a novel that's sort of too deep. I'm trying to start another one that's more fun. Hey, check this out. Smoke weed, okay? Smoke weed. All right. That's the first thing. The second thing, LSD, okay? Just do one tap. Well, no, what you should do is you should have an experience. You should definitely have an experience, especially if you have somebody that you care about that can watch over you or whatnot. Do like 3 tabs all at once. First, I want to do it the first time I got it, unless I really know the dealer or whatnot. But if you know that person and it's some good shit, then do 3 tabs. That way you're having ego death and your mind will then say out the box and you'll be able to create like a motherfucker and your thoughts will really flow. Then after that, that was just for you to be able to have the ritual being done. Then after that right there, start doing like 1 tab, okay? And you'll feel good, you'll feel giggly, but your brain will just be like supercharged. If LSD scares you, weed, use sativa weeds, okay? Just do sativa weeds. If you can't get weed legal where you're at, you can get legal HHC. It's like CBD. It comes from weed, but it's just they've taken certain cannabinoids out. They've taken out the THC and left one cannabinoid that's lower than THC, which is HHC. So it will still get you high, okay? It still make you very creative and everything. But there's no laws blocking people from getting it, okay? And they have this in every city. It's called HHC. Just go to a CBD store, look up at any CBD store near you. If they have CBD stores in your city, then they have HHC. Okay, that's another way to get rid of your writer's block. Other than that, if you mean like what you should do when it comes towards spirits, what spirits to work with, King Paimon. King Paimon is a fucking he's who I'm working with right now. He's who's around my neck right now. Okay, you know, King Paimon is the GOAT, is the beast, is the creative best. Oh, real quick, everybody, hit that like, that follow, that share button real quick, everybody. If you guys are enjoying the live real quick and you guys are getting some knowledge from everything right here, I really appreciate if you guys hit that like, that follow, that share button, share the live, as well as hit that like button and get some likes going up in this mug real quick, you guys. I'd appreciate that real quick. All right, but you know, so yeah, let's get back to this Egyptian pantheon. So check this out. So if you're really wanting to get to another level, you know, in your workings, which I'm pretty sure that all of us are wanting to get to the next level in our workings, you need to implement Ra. And I'm going to give you his sigil. This sigil up top is the sigil of Ra. You'll see it? It's like the hands going down from the sun. Do a little closer. And beneath that sun is the Unk. It's not a cross, it's the Unk that we have beneath the sun. You know, so, and then we have these hands, like 4 on each side, and it's 8 new beginnings. That's the sigil of Ra. So I added with my Lucifer sigils. I face the east when I'm doing the working with them. But you know how I work with them, and I do this very intentionally. And I'm gonna tell you guys why I do this intentionally. I work with them how I would work when I was in religion. Like how I talk to them, I like as if it's just God. And the reason why I do that, because there is a specific reason why. When you when you believe in something, and I mean really believe in it, it will happen. Okay? It will happen. When you really, really believe in something, it will come through for you. I found that when I was on this left-hand path in the beginning, and I saw demons, or the Goetia, all these demons and shit, as still like as I saw Christianity, because I was still so new, and all I knew was Christianity at that time. So at the time when I would hear about these things, I thought that the same exact way, that there was God, and then there were these demons, and now I'm working with these. I believe that these are parts. There's 72 around your left side, 72 around the right side, and your third eye. Okay, these chakras are called the Goetia. Blah blah. As I start to gain more knowledge, then I start to notice that my manifestations were still strong, but it was different, because then I start to institute doubt. I start to have these doubts that start to come in, because I realize that, okay, well, it's really all on me. It's really all on me now. So, and for some reason, I don't know, whatever it is for us as people, but we have an easier way of believing in something outside of ourselves more than we do in believing in ourselves. I don't know why that is, but it's human fucking nature. We all love a fucking hero. Ever since we were young, we all loved the hero, something else having the strength to be able to save us, and it's so much easier for us to believe in that. And when you really believe in it, it will come through for you. So, so when I work with these all my spirits, I talk to them the same way that I would do as if they were like really literally in front of me. I lift my hands, palms to skywards, and I'll be like, Mighty Ra, powerful in all that you do. I thank you that you are here with me now and always. I ask that you would help me and guide me. Blah 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 blah. Then I say Amen Ra. Okay, and I end it with Amen Ra every single time. You know what I mean? And I find that when I talk to the spirits like this, the candles instantly start flickering. Candles get really big and they start to flicker. And as they start to flicker and everything, you'll start to feel the atmosphere start to change. It's almost like those entities, they hear and respond very well to it. And I don't know if this is just some type of sun way of connecting with the frequencies, because I'd be facing the east when I do it, and I'm like, you're rising your hands. Is this something about putting energy out or something like that? I don't know what it is, but I know that it's something that can be used. You know what I'm saying? And for me and my beliefs, I believe this right here: get the fucking job done. Okay, I don't care how you do it, I don't care how you get there, but get the job done. Get there, get to where you're trying to get to. Okay, so long as you're able to get to where you're trying to get to, that's all that matters. I don't care how you get there, you know what I mean, but I just want it done. And I find that doing this right here seems to bring in a lot. You know what I mean? Seems to bring in more. And that might just be me, though. That could just be me and my weak self. You know what I mean? For other people, maybe that discourages you. Maybe that's something that you don't like or whatnot. Maybe you find that you have way more power, way more strength. And when you just see that I am the only thing in existence and I believe in nothing, I am the God of this, everything else. I don't even believe in people. All you guys are bots. Okay, Surround the Shaman's a bot. Everybody's a fucking bot. Okay, I'm the only existing being in creation right here. You can believe that far. Okay, you know what I mean. If it works for you, guess what? It fucking works. Okay, you know what I mean. And you can't. And one thing that you can't debate is fucking results. That's one thing that no one can debate. You cannot debate results. So do what is necessary to get you the results. Just like I talked earlier about fasting. Fasting will give you the results you want. Straight up. Straight up. Fasting will give you the results that you want, you know. So it's like there's a time to fast though. I don't abuse fasting. Fuck no. I don't abuse fasting at all. I only fast is like when I told you guys when I feel like I have a spirit that I can't seem to shake off me. No matter what I'm doing, no matter how I try, the spirit just doesn't want to be shaken off me. That's the only time I'll use my fasting techniques and shit like that. But you can fast for anything. You can make your mind submit through fasting and visualizing. You can make your mind submit to you and bring you what you want. Yeah, you guys. Let me turn on something real quick. Go to YouTube real fast. Let's go to YouTube. I want to go to Egypt. I don't know. I'm really thinking like I'm gonna go visit Egypt. I bet you if I ask the spirits to fund it, I bet you they'll do it. I bet you if I go to Ra and I'm like Ra, fund this trip for me. I want to go to Egypt and I want to see the hieroglyphics and shit. I bet you they'll do that shit. I feel like there's an energy out there. I feel like there's some type of energy out there or some shit. But I don't know. Like it's really been like it hasn't been healthy. I'll put it to you like that. It has not been healthy for me, you know. Because all I do is listen to Egyptian shit, study Egyptian deities. That's why I don't know which spirit. I don't know if it was wrong. I don't remember who it was. But ISIS, bro, ISIS has been having my heart lately. I'm talking about ISIS has been really, really having my heart lately. Like on some like you need to calm down, man. Like, man, I got other deities to work with other than ISIS, but ISIS, I just feel this. I don't know, this drawing to ISIS. Um, she's just a really good woman, you know. Like when you listen to like the Book of the Dead, you'll understand what I mean. When you get to actually really get to see what ISIS has done and shit like that, for Osiris and shit like that, she's just a really good woman. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like how the Catholics call Mary the Holy Mother. That's what she really is. She's the Holy Mother. But the Catholics just fucking ruined it because they always ruin everything, and they decide to goddamn take the shit and be like, oh, this is our Holy Mother, and it's like, nah, the Holy Mother is Isis. But when you really get into Isis energy and working with Isis, you'll really feel that motherly like energy. Like she really will teach you things, will at the same time watch over you. If something's not good for you, she'll block it. You know what I mean? Like Isis is really that. Oh, here we go. Um uh Here we go. This is the Book of the Dead right here, you guys. Yeah, they got the Book of the Dead. Right here on fucking YouTube. You know what I mean? They got the Book of the Dead right here. All you have to do is just type it in. We're not gonna listen to it. I just want to play some music. But yeah, it's just diving into them. I feel like really makes everything change. Can I pay you to do a spell so that I can stop watching porn? Yes, you can actually. But I we can call it a spell, but actually it would be more so done through the subconscious. I would make a customized spell for you. And then I would put that in a subconscious training. You're going to listen to this every single night, and we're going to rewrite your brain. Okay, we're going to rewrite your mind. I would add certain deities so that way we could set up barriers in your mind as well. And then we would have you do certain things also, so we could just cast out whatever you already have on you. as well. But as you do the subconscious training, that's what's going to start to really do a lot of the main workings, because it's going to rewire your thinking. You're just going to find like you're not really appealing to, or you're not appealed to certain things. You don't really have a desire to do this. Or when you do this, you start to feel sick to your stomach because we wired you that way, you know? So yeah, I guess in a sense it'll be a spell in a sense. Okay. Those are $1,500, baby. Payment plans are available, comes with a money back guarantee. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. But five, that is 682-446 of any workings. Now that I got this opportunity, thanks, Wendy. For those of you guys who's also in need of workings, we do have our love spells still available. The obsession spells for $3,000. We do have our $10,000 marriage spell. I have a client that we're doing that for right now. And she's been getting some awesome results as well. But we also have our $3,000 Clauneck, our $4,500 Lucifuge, and our $6,000 Mammon money spells. Okay, you want to really start making some really big money, and you're already an entrepreneur. Let's say you're already an entrepreneur. Let's say you already make around 10,000 monthly, 15,000 monthly. You need to get on my Clauneck or my Lucifuge. These spells right here were definitely push your income to a very high amount. Okay, like for instance, for my clients who work with Clauneck, we have it made to get you from $15,000 to $30,000 monthly. For those working with Lucifuge, we have it made to get you from $30,000 to $50,000 monthly. Okay, and we go up with Mammon, but those are for people who's already making like 30,000 monthly. If you're already at that level, okay, that's more so a premium. You need to be at a certain level to do that. I don't even sell that really at this point right now, unless I already know that you've already on a certain level. Okay. But for the other ones, those other two right there, for a lot of people who are new and you're wanting to start making some real money, those spells are the best ones that I can suggest for you. They come with a money back guarantee, as all my workings $1,500 and above do. And payment plans as well are an option for you. Okay. So if you guys are in a place right now where you're in need of love, money, or even hexes or anything like that, contact me at the number that goes across the screen. 682-446-0265. That's +1-682-446-0265. That is +1-682-446-0265. Okay, you guys. Let's see. Do we have any more questions in here? You need to target. Let's see now. You need to target older Indian single women. They desperate to get married about Ganesh on a spell. Indian women don't have enough money to work with me. They don't have enough money. Okay. I have a lot of Indian women that do hit me up. This is a very big fact. They do, but they can't afford me. Okay. As soon as I'm like, oh, it's $10,000 for marriage. So like, oh my goodness, what is $10,000 for marriage? What is this marriage you're giving me? As soon as I tell them that 10 band for the marriage, they're like, they can't afford that shit right. I don't really have a lot of Indian women but when it comes towards the women who usually are the main ones that get the marriage spells are going to be Caucasians first, then Latinas. Caucasians, then Latinas. The Latinas come and say, but they will hold it down, boy. I'm Latino. Let me tell you something. When a Latino woman loves you, you're stuck, motherfucker. All right? You're not gonna get away from her at all. Because if she can't hold you down from something physical, she's gonna hire somebody like myself to do the job. Okay, straight up, she's going to somebody. She's gonna get some La Santa Muerte. She's gonna get some Santeria. She's gonna get something going on in this mug. These outside my house. Someone parked outside my fucking house. Yeah, but phone just died. Well, yeah. Obsession spells are going to be African American and Hispanic, fucking Asians. Let's see, Indians. Everybody gets the obsession spell. I think that on the obsession spell, everybody gets it. But when it gets to that 10,000 mark, it's usually only Caucasians and Latinos. That's kind of interesting now that I think about that shit, man. That's kind of really interesting. I wonder if I can do a demographic to advertise those people. I wonder if I can do that right. That is kind of interesting. Probably can't, but that is cool. But yeah, so you guys, back to the topics at hand. Even when you look at something as simple as working with the spirit, like that's for people who love entities like Hekete, I feel like you would love working with the energy Bastet or Hathor. You know, like I really believe that Hekete is really Hathor. I feel like they took Hathor info or whatnot, and then they made Hekete from it. But I just feel that energy between the two of those, and I would encourage you guys to fact check it and then come back and tell me, because I don't know, right now I'm completely guessing. I'm not telling you guys for a fact that Hathor is Hekete. I have not studied it at all. I'm just finding that I keep every single time I have a feeling like this, I'm right, and I'll study it, and then I'll find out that yep, here it is. Here's the backstory. Here's the this. Here's the that, and I'll be right. So like I said, I would encourage you guys though to check out some of these spirits. Look through some of these entities you're going to find, and not only should you look at these entities, but also figure out how you're going to work on yourself. Ma'at is always here. You know what I mean? Ma'at is always the one who's like, yo, I'm all about the justice card. So Ma'at is who you would see when you see the justice card in the tarot. You know what I mean? That's Ma'at. That's Ma'at, the justice card. That was the other thing I thought was crazy. You know what I mean? That's karma. That's Ma'at. So when working with Ma'at like that, or just working in any of these Egyptian deities, working with Ma'at would be good. Let me see now. We got business wise. What difference between working with different entities like Clauneck, Mammon, Boon, etc. What Egyptian god would be good to look into when it comes to it? Okay, so let's answer your first question. What's the differences between a Clauneck or a Mammon? So the differences would be power and levels. So, like for instance, if I'm just now wanting to start a business, I wouldn't go to Mammon. I wouldn't go to Mammon to start a business. Um, I would go to Boone. I would definitely go to a Boone if I was trying to start a business. I would go to Clauneck. If I was trying to start a business, I would definitely go to a Clauneck. You know what I mean? Clauneck would be great. Clauneck helped me with my business. But I would say Clauneck would be great if I just started a business and I wanted to make it bring in some clients. I just had started this business I made. And I've been in it for like a month or something like that, maybe 2 months. Then I would introduce Clauneck, you know. With Mammon, oh, I'm already running this business. I've already got a business for a while, and I got clientele already lined up or whatnot, and I'm already making this much money per month. But I'm ready to take it to the next level. I'm already making 30K per month. I'm already making $40,000. I'm already making $50,000. Then let's institute Mammon. Okay, then let's go ahead and go up to him now, because now we can make some real money. Now we can go even further with an Egyptian deity that I would use for it. I would say still Mammon. Mammon is Amun. Okay, Mammon is no more than Amun Ra. Amun Ra. Okay, or I want to say Amun Ra necessarily, but the spirit Amun. Before they can join Lucifer and Mammon together to make Lucy Mammon, okay, or Mama Lucy, or whatever you say, that, because that's literally what Amun Ra is. They mixed the two deities together because they were both such favorites. When you look at a Lucifer or Ra, you're going to see that Ra also, or Lucifer, is very great if you're wanting to see your money go up. because these spirits would definitely bring in the financial elevation. But I would suggest for, like I said, him. Another spirit that I would suggest for you would be Sobek. Sobek is another great deity for protection as well as having nice things. Also, Sobek is great for sex. So if you're a single and you're just wanting to have some fun right now, you on your hot girl shit, you on your city boy shit, then you can definitely hit up Sobek. Because Sobek will help you to be able to have multiple partners, help you to be able to have strong sex energy. Will help to protect your money, but also can bring money into your life to find treasures. So Sobek is a very great deity to connect with as well. Let's see now. Other Egyptian deities I would suggest for people to work with for money. Isis, of course. You already know Isis. Horus can bring some cash flow. I'll put it to you like this. Really, any deity can bring you in money. Any deity can bring you money. But if you want to know what deities are best for bringing in money, look for deities that have to do with the earth element. Whatever deity you can find that has to do with the earth element, that means that they have the power over this realm. Okay. If the deity is a water element, any deity of water element has to do with your emotions and your mind, your thoughts. Okay, your emotions and your mind. So, if you're trying to get help on, I need my manifestations to be stronger. I need to figure out how to get deeper into the subconscious mind. Then working with water spirits would be great. If you're thinking about when it comes towards thoughts as well. When it comes to manifestation and thoughts, we're going to be using air spirits. If it's combined like an air and earth, then okay, then this is going to be good for making money through manifestation of thoughts, through visualizations, these type of things. Okay, so I'll be very good with like a Paimon. Paimon has air element as well as earth element. I believe that Paimon also has water element in him as well. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think that he has water and earth, if I'm not mistaken. So these two elements right here will have to be subconscious and manifesting in this material world, the earth. So your elements, finding what elements with spirits is another way that you can figure out how or what spirits to do with your work. So let's say that you want to do something powerful, right? I want to do some powerful magic today. Okay, then I would say, what day is it? Okay, it's Friday. Okay, so Friday is going to be a great day for me doing some love work. So then I would say, okay, what deities of love should I use? Let's use an Aphrodite. Then I would say, okay, now what moon are we in? Is the moon becoming small or is the moon becoming full? If the moon's becoming full, then I would say, okay, let's do love, raw love. So then I would do it on a Friday, on the hour of Venus by looking up the hours app. What hour is Venus? On the hour of Venus, I would use a deity of Venus. And now you can check her. She has to do with Earth. Her element has to do with Earth as well. So it has to do with this material realm and changing this material realm. So you can go down your checklist with the deities, and this will make your magic way more strong. Okay, let's go through the days of the week, right? Okay, Monday, Moon's Day. Tuesday is Mars Day. Wednesday is Mercury. Thursday, no. Wednesday is no, I said right, Mercury. Thursday is Jupiter. Friday is Venus. Saturn day is Saturn, and Sunday is of course the sun's day. So if we're doing certain magic, align it with the day. Okay. I had a guy, he got a counseling session, and I was breaking this shit down to him in that counseling session. If you want to utilize, everything to your advantage. Um, don't feel like you have to rush things. If somebody has really offended you, hurted you, did something to you in an evil manner, and you really want that revenge, then guess what? Don't do it on a fucking Thursday. Okay? No, wait till Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? If you still feel how you feel by Tuesday, oh yeah, they deserve that shit. Okay? Wait till Tuesday, then do your attack. Things will be so much more powerful for you. You want to really get money. I don't do money rituals every fucking day. Fuck that shit. Okay. You know when I do money rituals? I do them on Thursdays. I do them on Tuesdays. I do them on Fridays. But other than that, right there, maybe a Sunday. Maybe I might add into like something else. Like I'll be like, give me protection, women, money, and this. You know what I mean? I'll tell the spirits bring me that shit on a Sunday, because Sunday is the day that's good for everything. Whatever you want to manifest, that's the day for it. Whatever you're trying to make happen, you're going to have luck in the day of Sunday. Now, this also works for other matters of life. Let's say that you're having a test. You have to do a test. You want to go off of what day is it going to be on. If it's going to be on a Saturday, you better study like hell, okay? You better study like hell. If it's going to be on a Tuesday, there's a chance that something will go wrong. There's a chance that you can get an excuse to get off that test, okay, for something going wrong. But, at the same time, something could just go wrong and it's blocked or whatnot. So make sure that you're on your P's and Q's. If it's going to be on a Thursday, okay, then you got to understand that that's the day for expansion. So you can expand. Okay, so you might want to try and take it easy, doing something like studying a little bit and you're not having to take a break. And studying more, then taking a break. You don't have to go as hard as you would on a Saturday. Yeah. Let's say that you were trying to use this for love. Okay, let's say you guys are trying to use it to manifest love into your life. So then let's say you're doing it with a Thursday, then you would use this in the same exact way. It's for expansion. So therefore, I would do my first ritual on Friday to pull the love in, but I would use Thursdays, do rituals on Thursdays to expand or to grow the love. Oh, this person doesn't really love me, then I don't need to be doing rituals on Friday because I use Friday to pull the love in. I need to do rituals on Thursday so I can grow and expand the love. I can make this person start to love me more. Let's use it for money. Okay, I'm already making money at this point in time, so therefore I don't need to figure out. I don't need to be doing a ritual on Friday for money because that's going to pull me in a new job. So therefore, or that's going to be good for me to go gamble. Okay, as on a Friday during the hour of Venus or Mercury as well. Actually, But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Thursday ritual, and I'm going to use Lucifuge for call because I want to expand or grow my finances one more goddamn time. Let's say that it's a hex. Let's say I've already done so I did my initial hex on Tuesday. I cursed this bitch ass and I got him good or whatnot. But guess what? Now on Thursday, I'm going to expand my hex. I'm going to expand my hex. But let's say that I need the expansion to be decreased. I need it to be decreased. So therefore, now we need to institute the moon. Now we need to institute the moon. Is the moon becoming smaller? Is it going towards a new moon? So the moon's becoming smaller and smaller. Okay, then we'll use the energies of Jupiter to expand the smallness. So let's say I want to lose some weight. I'm giving y'all too many secrets. I'm giving y'all too many goddamn secrets right now. I need to be quiet, man. Let's say I want to lose some weight and I'm trying to get some calories off me, some weight off my body. Then I would use the moon. I would use it when it's getting smaller. I would use the days, every day of Jupiter, and during the hours of Jupiter, I would be doing workings and working out, doing my physical working as well, and working out at those because I'm going to burn more. I'm going to lose more weight. I'm giving y'all too many fucking secrets, man. I'm giving y'all too much shit. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something quick. This is the type of shit you're gonna find in studying the Egyptian working with Isis. She's gonna teach you these things. You're gonna get all this knowledge. It's freely given. It's freely given. You know. So I encourage you guys, go look in Egypt. Go take a look. There's a lot out there. It's flowing right now. The streams is flowing right now, guys. So if you just go check it out, start working with these deities, seeing these deities, they're gonna give you a lot of shit. They're gonna give you guys a lot of shit. But once you start, I'm telling you, yo, it's like this. Once you start, you're gonna start feeling like how I feel now, where it's like I just really enjoy it. You know what I mean? You just feel a real attraction, to it. You're just gonna start feeling like a real like I don't know why I'm listening to fucking Egyptian music right now. Like that's what I mean. It sounds like I'm to be dusting off some hieroglyphics or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna once you dive into it, they're gonna get you. You're gonna feel like man, there's a lot of knowledge out there. There's a lot of magic in this, a lot that you can learn and grow in and find that you're start to progress. You know, and you find that as you start to follow their teachings, like the teachings of Ma'at, doing the negative confessions, you're going to find that they're going to be around you. And even other spirits will come. Like there's a spirit in my house, man, that I've been getting on his ass, man. Oh, I've been getting on this thing's ass, bro. This spirit comes in my house, right? So I come to the house the other day. Before I go on my trip, I come to the house and I look at the blind, and the blind is like moving like it's being pulled. And I'm like, but at the bottom, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, either there's some type of bug that is pulling the curtain like that. That don't make no sense. So I walk over to it. When I walk over to it, it just stops. It goes back flat. And I'm like, let me look behind it. Look behind it, nothing's there. So I'm like, oh, okay. So it's one of you guys. All right. I'll just I let them get comfortable first. That's the first thing. I let them get comfortable. Then, so after that, I'm going up to I come home another day. When I open the door and close the door, I go in there and I put my keys on the counter. And then I hear my door just slam shut upstairs. Boom. And then I'm like, hold on, who the fuck this motherfucking spirit think that they are in my motherfucking house banging and closing fucking doors like that in my shit? So I go upstairs, I take my ass upstairs or whatnot. I open the door and I start going in. I'm like, look, let me tell you something. If you're gonna be in my motherfucking house, your motherfucking ass is gonna do some fucking work. I don't know who the fuck you think you is walking through and surround the motherfucking shaman's goddamn house, slamming doors. You need to slam your ass a fucking job, bitch. Bring me some fucking clients. Or I have your ass running around this bed. Boy, I'll trap your ass in a motherfucker. Start going in on the spirit. You know what I'm saying? No, but after I start going in on the spirit, then every time that happens, I do the same thing like that, and then everything becomes real cool. And I usually get some good money. The spirit will either listen and it'll bring money, or it won't listen and it'll just leave money. It's crazy, okay? I'm slamming doors and shit. This motherfucker don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Most people should run at this shit. He doesn't give a fuck. That's the energy you gotta play with it. Because it's like this, when you start to realize that you are the God, that you hold this power, and that these spirits, it's an honor to work with you. Because you reincarnated to this life. Guess what? You're a spirit the same way they're spirit. They just don't have a form. They're not strong enough to be able to get a body like how you got a body. That's why they want to work with you. Hey, look, can I work with you? Can you just let me help you out or whatnot? If you let me be able to experience some of the pleasures of earth through your body, by letting me be inside your body, then I'll help you with it. Because guess what? I'm spirit. I can see what you can't see. I can see beyond all these. See, you think that you need to go here, but honestly, I can see past into your future. Don't go that way. But I need some weed. I need some sex. I need some wine. I need some shit. Okay, motherfucker. I need some shit. All right. That's how spirits are. But you got to realize you're because you're one of those as well. You made it to Earth. You made it to a body. Out of all the millions of sperms that you had to swim through and get into this realm, off of the female body that has things set up to literally try and kill you on your journey until that egg is made for only the strongest to survive. Only one can make it, my friend, and that's the strongest, and that's fucking you. You got people downplay that shit like that ain't shit. No, no, no. You got here, motherfucker. You reincarnated. You know? So it's like this, man. Connecting with them spirits or connecting with these Egyptian deities. It might be the best wave. It might be the best wave. For real. It might be the best wave. Yeah, facts. You know what I mean? Shout out to the nigga you made it. Yeah, facts. You know what I mean? Like you made it here. I'll tell you something, man. So when you know that you have accomplished this right here, the rest of this journey if you can just let that sink in your mind, because you get around other people and then they'll try and use these brain techniques and shit to try and make you think that you're not who you are. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to be like a boss at your job. You know what I'm saying? Oh well, you did okay. You had that little function. Oh well, people try and downplay your goddamn shit or whatnot. You have to always be on realizing that. Look, I outswam millions. Okay, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I made it here right now. So if I'm able to do that right there without a body, what the fuck can I do with a body? I'm really just in another race. What can I do with a body? You got to see that shit like that because we're so fucking powerful that when you recognize the spirits have to obey, they recognize that they have to. Whenever you recognize it, they recognize it. If you don't recognize it, they won't recognize it. But if you do recognize it, trust me, they recognize it. And then when you have spirits like ISIS and then like we're just talking about, and you actually really take the time to pray with these spirits and talk to these spirits, I encourage you guys to try it. I'm not going to tell you guys. I really encourage you. And I don't say that shit about much. Y'all know how I am. But with this right here, I would really encourage you guys to try it. Like, if you don't want to try nothing else, I really encourage you guys start just trying that prayer thing like I talked about. I know we all have the knowledge that we all have, but remember, we're doing just techniques, seeing techniques that work for us. So try this prayer. Just try it. Pray to Osiris, Isis, and Horus, the Trinity, the Father, the Mother, and the Son, the Trinity. Pray to these three base deities. Just pray to them. And just watch, just take a look how things go. Pray to them about what's going on, then pray to them and just talk. Because I do two different ones. And I find that it really works. I do two different ones. And I don't, here's the thing. I'm not out here really giving blood like that. I still do my other rituals or whatnot, but when I'm talking to Osiris and all them, I'm not freaking fingers and these deities at least. I don't even have to do blood magic with these deities. Not to say that you shouldn't give blood. I'm not saying that at all, because I do feel like some deities, you give blood. But I'm just saying that from the great results that I've been seeing, because I've been seeing some crazy shit that I can't talk about. I've been seeing some shit that's really making me feel like this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna really talking this long about, we've been having like a over an hour conversation about this right here. If I'm gonna be talking this long about it, I'm telling you, like, this is it. You know, like this is really it. Nothing's like it. For the longest time, I thought Egyptian magic was weak. And I mean, I really believed Egyptian magic was weak. Like how I was thinking like this, like, okay, they just have some meditations that you do. Well, no, really what it was that I got in a fight with people who were in the Egyptian shit, and I whooped their ass. They were, and I think they just didn't know a lot of shit that I know already. You know, the shit that I've been trying with this shit. It's just really good. Oh, the other thing is singing. Singing. Singing to these spirits. Oh man. Singing to these spirits, it does a lot. I don't know what it is about it, but like for instance, I don't have an incantation of I don't have it in where I can be like, oh my Ika Isis, oh my Ika Isis. I'll just sing like Isis, Isis, Isis. I say, I say, I say, come, I say, I say, I just saying like singing, I say, I say, just saying the name over and over and singing, you're gonna find that Isis presence starts to just feel the presence of Isis, you know. And as so I find that, like I do the same thing with Horus. I do the same thing with like I don't know any incantation. So I just repeat their name. And that repeat of the name I find does the job very well. So that's how I can. So you have to do a pact for a spirit or entity, for entities enter you, or can they enter you by listening to ends, chants, or doing witchcraft? An entity can enter into you through entity can enter you through other above, because you gotta realize your eyes are gates to your soul. Your ears are gateways to your soul. Your mouth is a gateway to your soul. You know, all the holes. Your nose is a gateway to your soul. I don't know how, but it's an open door right there. I don't know, maybe it smells something or something like that. But let's look at your eyes. Things that you watch, things that you hear, things that you see, or things that you speak. You know, you can when you're in this life, we go through certain things that we do. You're putting spirits inside yourself. Sex, sex is another very good way to get spirits. You know, one reason why I can't have sex with people like that now is that because, well, I mean, I can have sex with, like, with people like that, but I can't. It's because it's like, and when I have sex, I'm giving out spirits. I'm pushing out energies. I'm pushing out spiritual beings and things, you know. So I can't have sex how I would like to be able to sleep with. Oh, she's bad, and I want to fuck her or whatnot, but I can't do that type of working because I would have to wear a condom, and I fucking hate fucking condoms. I really do. I fucking hate them. It's like, so I have to dive in my own springs. You know what I mean? I have to be in my own springs and shit like that because it's like, you know, your sex is another way that you can mind. Okay, I want to make this very clear for you. I mean, all right, you know, you can try and run, you can try and go, you can try and go wherever you want to go in life. Guess what? After I put these spirits in you, you're always going to hear my call. You know, you're always going to hear my call, and you're going to become a little me. You're going to start doing tarot cards. You're going to start doing spells and witchcraft. You're going to become just like me. And then if I fuck with you, if I fuck with you, you'll be underneath. But if I'm not fucking with you and you're just somebody who's my witch, you going about your life, you know, if you cultivate it, then it'll be the same for you. Anybody that you then fuck, they will become like you, but you're as of me. You know? This is how you start things like covens and things like that. You know, and through doing like how I've built up. Where I went out, I got a bunch of spirits, I've built up enough energy, I've done all the things that I had to do. I had to build a, I had to say, hey, I had to fucking get to the spirits at one point in my life on my come up. Then after a certain point, you know, then you're the sun, you know, and you can make little planets yourself. You know? But that's really like a vampiric magic. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's one of the things that you can kind of learn from like entities like this, Asmodeus, you know, and probably for some of these other deities too that I haven't just really dove into, but you know, all these Egyptian deities, so they're it's worse. You want to progress your life, go to Egypt, look into the Egyptian deities, you know, find the Egyptian deities that you haven't worked with before, or if you just find with some Egyptian deities, calling to your name, it's calling out to you, it makes you just, you know, when you see it, you just kind of feel like, huh, I just feel a little drawn to it. You don't know why you feel drawn to this woman with these wings that are like this, or with the arms. You don't know why you're drawn to that right there. You don't know why you're drawn to the falcon-headed god. You don't know why you're drawn to it, but it's just you know interesting when you look into it. You know what I mean? You let that be your guide, and then go from there. You know, and if that's not the best way for you, then just what do you need right now? You know, you should really ask yourself, what do I need right now? Do I need to learn magic? Do I need to go to ISIS? Do I need to do I need light in my life? Am I in a dark place right now? I need to go to Raw. Raw's gonna bring me out of the darkness. Okay, so I need to go to Raw. You know, am I weak? Do I feel like I'm weak and I'm not strong? I need to go to Sobek. I need to go to Sobek. I need to go to I want to do necromancy. I had a dead loved one that passed away. I need to go to Anubis. I need to go to Anubis or I need to go to Osiris. One of the two, Anubis or Osiris. Then I can talk to them. They can give me direct access to the dead, you know? So, like I said, there is an Egyptian pantheon or deity in the pantheon that is for you, no matter what your circumstances are today. Okay. But definitely connect with these ones. Like I said, the ones that I find have really drawn me to them and really been helping me out in a major way is it's not a surprise because it's just how I grew up. But it's Osiris, it is Isis, and it is Horus. Sobek really caused Sobek really came through. Amun Ra really came through. Ma'at very much so came through. And of course, Anubis. But yeah, you guys. So those are the ones that really stand out to me. I haven't really dove into Thoth yet. I feel like Thoth is going to come sooner than later because I'm already programming my subconscious mind for it to happen. I have a Thoth statue and I put it on my speaker so that way I can see Thoth every single day. I have my aunt on my speaker as well. That way I can see Thoth and my aunt. Wisdom, and right ruling. So I wanted to be able to really program my mind to have wisdom and right ruling in everything I do. But hey, man, that's what I got for you guys. My joint is so we're going pretty much done with the conversation on today. She was trying to summon that 36 guy. Hope some of you guys out, on your pathways. Other than that, man, she was trying to summon that 36 guy. I'm gonna get some food now, man. I'm hungry as hell.